I grew up in a union household. Every time I go to vote, I try to assess how the piece of legislation I'm voting on would have impacted a family like the one I grew up in. The number one priority for all of us in elected office has to be to put this country back to work. And I think it has to start with growing the middle class.
If you are a working man or woman, you belong to a labor union, you have to be supportive of those people who support us. This is about middle class, this is about our future, this is about our very existence.
We're going door to door today to talk to constituents, to let them know how important it is that we get Congressman Bishop reelected.
People are very receptive to the idea that somebody's actually going to stand up and fight for us. It's important to let them know that these are the issues that are important to middle-class families.
The Federation's political program has been not only extremely successful, but very rewarding. We have elected many of our candidates who bring the message of the labor movement forward.
I volunteered to take on the mantle of the first labor candidate to run for public office in Suffolk County. The labor movement can win any election they want to win if they put their resources and their full power behind one candidate. I'm walking proof that that's true. We passed more labor legislation in my tenure than any other period in the history of the county.
The relationships that the labor movement has built with political leaders are beneficial to all of us, to our local unions, to our families. Our affiliates have a right to expect that we can use our political allies to help solve problems.
Right now, the laws in this country are not in favor of the labor movement.
On a national level, the labor movement has confronted an attack on workers' rights. And we've experienced an attack on collective bargaining rights in Nassau County.
The county executive proposed legislation that would reopen all the public employee contracts here in Nassau County. Legislation like this we feel is unconstitutional, and what he is doing is un-American.
We're not only defending our rights here in Nassau County, we're defending the very sanctity of the contract, which has the ripple effects throughout this country.
To open our contracts is unfair, it's unconstitutional.
As a combat veteran, I've never seen that type of disregard for the working class as I'm seeing today.
The county has forced me to be in a position where I'm a liability to the county right now, no longer an asset.
When you lay somebody off, you have to either outsource their work or you have to pay overtime to make sure that work is covered, or you have to pay them benefits, which is a taxpayer burden.
They have privatized the bus service, which has resulted in some areas being disadvantaged. Working people are going to be hurt because of their privatization.
Nassau County said that they didn't have money to fund the service, so they were going to open the bid up to private carriers. My members weren't under contract with MTA, so when the new company took us over, we didn't have a contract.
I see the work that we did for 8 years being completely undone by the Mangano administration. This administration has hurt services in the county in every single area, and it's hurting the public in the process. They're borrowing billions of dollars without spending it on the things we need to spend. During the Swazi administration of 8 years, we had a robust capital plan that did everything from pave roads to fix the sewage treatment plant to build buildings, always using union labor. I was in public service for 16 years as a chief executive. I faced many financial crises. I never once laid off a public worker. Workers should support me in the 2013 election because they know that I care about what they care about.
What we need here in Nassau County is to invest in our people and invest in our workforce and put people to work. The goal of our labor movement is to change Nassau County. We have to have new leadership. The Long Island Federation of Labor is prepared, ready, and able to meet the challenges that we face. We are standing up for the rights of working men and women to go to work each and every day and know that their hard work is protected and respected. It goes to the dignity and respect that all working people are entitled to.